This one is Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. It's back down there. I'm not pulling it out even for this video. So hello, me and Carl did the podcast for Under Siege 2. We were going to do other stuff and I says, look, we might as well just do Under Siege straight away. Number 2 straight away. So it's done and dusted. The review came out today. I fucking forgot I did the review for the first one. As you know, yeah, that can come out. I just need to shut my computer down here in the background. But yeah, Under Siege 2. Dark Territory, not Dark Territory. Now, strange fact, Gary Busey got a paycheck for not even being in this movie. He's meant to come back as a bad guy. He's definitely in a submarine getting blown up in the first one. But anyhow, it's going to be less like me face and my computer shuts down. So, Seagal, this is Seagal's 6th movie, and that's impressive. It is impressive. Under Siege was a massive hit. Seagal got a really good paycheck, and also a lot of push and pull with Warner Bros. As he went on to direct on Deadly Ground, and then came back from Under Siege 2. Does pull a Die Hard clone. We get Seagal back. We get Seagal on a train. We get a few of the cast from the original movie from the intelligence room, like the 2 acting commanders and the guy who's like, oh, it's the fucking smoking man of Under Siege. So anyway, train's going to get taken over. There's a satellite going to get hijacked. Satellite's able to like pan down and fucking blow stuff up. It's scary. It's absolutely scary to see where they were going with that technology then and how it Google Earth is now. That's insane. It's at 18. I would say the first one's more violent. This one is not as grounded. There's a few things not there. I mean, especially the director. The score's not there. The realisticness of it isn't as well. So Casey Ryback ends up on the same train as these terrorists, along with his niece. His niece is giving him a hard time, but you don't. It's like, his niece doesn't give him a hard time for long. It's always like, oh, it's okay. I said I was going to give you a hard time, and then that's it. Seagal gets a sidekick, as in Morris Chestnut, famous from The Heist and Heikel, Boys in the Hood. The bad guys, this is where it goes wrong. So you got Travis, played by almost like you only know him from this movie. He's got crazy ass fucking going hair. He's done a lot of TV work, but that's the only film I've ever seen this guy in there. And he has 3 henchmen. Henchman number 1 is Everett Summit, who is the werewolf in Silver Bullet, which is an amazing movie. You've got the guy who's the bad guy in The Mask, who'd also been the bad guy in Usual Suspects, and also the copper from Pulp Fiction. And then you've got the Sandman from Death Warrant. So he's got these 3 henchmen, and he's got a load of other extras as well. So anyway, they're on the train, and the train gets taken over, and Scar's like, oh shit, like, where's my pager at? Better fucking fuck somebody. And he goes around just fucking chopping people. There's a bit where he just double chops somebody, which is pretty lethal. But like moving through a train and they're hacking into the computer and stuff. And I mean, it doesn't do a full Van Damme when Van Damme's riding a bike across the top of a train. But there's a bit where, like, Seagal's got the suit on all the way through the fucking movie. He's got suit and dancing shoes on all the way through this movie. He's fucking running across the top of the trains. He's hanging on for his life. He gets fucking thrown over a cliff and does his best Stallone impression, still wearing a suit. There's a bit where the guy comes down the rope. He's like, hello. If you listen to the podcast, I'm fucking burst out laughing at that. But like, there's no realisticness of it. And then just the end of the big fucking train crash, and then the idea, like, even when he's running through the train to get out, and it's just like, oh, come on. And then Travis is just hanging under the rope and you think, oh, come on. So, when it came out, it was huge. You know, that's like, to me, that's the heyday. That's me being, like, me mid-teens, going to the video shop and be able to get this stuff and, like, being excited about, like, new releases to VHS, you know what I mean? When you didn't have all the magazines, you didn't have the internet, you just heard rumours, you go into the video shop, there it was, Under Siege 2, and take what you away from that as you want, but, like, looking back at it now, it's mental that it's an 18 when the first one is so fucking brutal, and it's just lost a lot of the technical side of it. Some great locations. They've used a lot of good trains. A lot of it's been obviously shot in the backlots as well. Shit the train. It just lacks a threat of a bad guy, I think, especially for Seagal to team up with, because like out of the 3 henchmen, Is it the three henchmen? Yeah. Oh, the three henchmen. Yeah, alright, he'll take the henchman down and that. Then one of the henchmen kills the other henchman. And you think, what need to make the film shorter? But Seagal, I mean, executive decision what followed probably would have been Under Siege 3 until Seagal spat his dummy and ended up getting blown out of the airplane. Yeah. So I'll see you in the outtakes. So that was Under Siege. Now we'll actually put my computer down so I've got light. That was Under Siege 2. Box set's great that you get on Blu-ray. You get Hard Target, Nico, and Executive Decision. Weird one that would be in. But talking about this, me personally, Hard to Kill was the one when I was a kid. Like I remember, I've got a few of them. I've got like Nico still there. I think Out for Justice is there. Marked for Death over there. Under Siege was the one I seen as a kid. That's why I was so hyped about Under Siege 2 and On Deadly Ground. On Deadly Ground was fucking trailer the fuck. Had the font, yellow font. I've just done that, the font. You and Warner Brothers would have all the trailers like Maverick, that kind of era of fucking movies where you get these epically long trailers. And you know, like when you like Seagal just exploded, man. Warner Brothers were throwing money at this guy. I mean, I remember seeing Nico and Out for Justice, but I wasn't allowed them because of ratings, you know what I mean? And I remember one of the first ones I actually seen was Hard to Kill, away from Under Siege, and just it was called Mason, which is class. Gets put in a coma, comes back, you take that to the bank. Just gets on a fucking murderous killing spree. And then I remember seeing Mark for Death, and then Mark for Death being the whole, like if you look at Mark for Death, he did them free films, did Mark for Death, and Warner Brothers went, here, come back, Under Siege, big money, bang, Under Siege, huge. Seagal also gets the chance to go off and be an environmental friendly guy, which they actually use footage in Under Siege 2 from On Deadly Ground. There's a bit where the satellite comes down, takes out this fucking gas station, and you're like, is that not from On Deadly Ground? Fucking rights it is. And then he had Glimmer Man. He was floating like that for a while. Glimmer Man. Exit Wounds was hip at the time. That was the Matrix generation. Halfway past Dead, then boom. I remember seeing one called Attack Force and kept looking at it going, is that his real voice? And don't get me started about the Patriot. When the Patriot ends, and like, I've done a review at random for the Patriot actually. Check it out if you want. When the poppies fall from the sky and everyone's like, oh, it's okay, it's over. What the fuck? Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.
And now, the end is here.